Playing against them for the past 4 years, just knowing what they do, what they like to do, what some of their calls are, stuff like that. Taking that, make sure everyone's on the same page this week, all 5 of us. Giving both tackles a little bit of advice, giving Cybo the other guard a little bit of tips what they do inside, and just make sure Mitch feels comfortable too.
Wait, the 7-6 Buffalo Bills are 2.5-point favorites against the 10-3 Dallas Cowboys, who just beat the Philadelphia Eagles 33-13.
They do a good job of hiding different coverages too, but we just got to make sure we talk and communicate and see who's got who this week.
And how about this article being published this year, August 9th, 2023? Dallas Cowboys Stefon Gilmore ranks Stefon Diggs the best wide receiver in the NFL.
Top 5 receivers.
I got Stefon Diggs.
One?
It's one. One.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Stefon Gilmore has gone against Stefon Diggs quite a bit in their careers, and we're going to check the stats, but he ranks Stefon Diggs higher than Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson. The article goes on to say that Stefon Diggs versus Stefon Gilmore in 2020 didn't really exist because Gilmore was hurt, but then meeting in December of 2021, Diggs beat Gilmore, and then when Gilmore was with the Carolina Panthers, Diggs beat Gilmore again for a touchdown in a 31-14 Buffalo Bills victory. Here's the clip of Stefon Diggs roasting Gilmore that we all remember for a great touchdown. Unbelievable play. Goes beyond just the Buffalo Bills and Stefon Gilmore. Diggs played Gilmore back with the Minnesota Vikings. And I know what some of you are thinking, that maybe Trayvon Diggs is telling his teammates some secrets about his brother, but the brotherly love has not stopped. That Trayvon Diggs is not going to reveal anything. Even the Dallas Cowboys defensive coordinator Dan Quinn says that he won't ask cornerback Trayvon Diggs for any help defending his brother. This statement says that they have a boatload of information on tips on one another, and I think Stefon Diggs is going to be pulling some information from his brother regarding this Dallas Cowboys defense. It's funny hearing that Connor McGovern and also Joe Brady actually working with Micah Parsons.
Everything you know about Micah Parsons, all a secret.
Known him for a long time now, since recruiting at Penn State, played together for a year, and then played together last year. For the past 2 years in Dallas together.
I was a GA at Penn State. Micah came to camp, and he was obviously like the top defensive end.
Talking to the offense, the defense.
A couple of the defensive guys pulled me aside, just asking different questions, like what they like to run different looks to, what they're thinking on pass protection, what guys like, how they like setting, stuff like that.
Talking to the players on this team, pulling any sort of insight and information that we can get. Even Deion Dawkins stating that he is listening to the Micah Parsons podcast.
You have to now listen to Micah Parsons pod to see if there's any strategy that can be gained.
Absolutely. I'm listening to every last thing that is being said.
To get any sort of intel on this team. And we could see that Dan Quinn says, I would not want to put Trayvon Diggs in that situation, and he is not asking him for any tips. You can see Connor McGovern spending his time with the Dallas Cowboys between 2020 and 2023, understanding the Dallas Cowboys defense and playing against guys like Micah Parsons. Unfortunately, good news for the Bills that Micah Parsons is actually questionable, but you could see that he spent 3 years with the Dallas Cowboys. Connor McGovern is definitely going to be familiar with him.
The whole front is great. Their whole defense is great. I don't want to just single out Parsons like as if we're only playing Parsons.
Osa Ogbezua has been with the Dallas Cowboys for several seasons. Connor McGovern should definitely know what to expect. Their other defensive tackle is questionable for this game, Jonathan Hankins, and we could see here that he has spent 2022 with the Dallas Cowboys, meaning that Connor McGovern is familiar with him. Linebacker for the Dallas Cowboys, Leighton Vander Esch, is on IR, so he won't be playing, but Connor McGovern also understands the Dallas Cowboys' defensive tendencies. We can see Marquise Bell has been with the Dallas Cowboys for the past couple of years. Damian Clark, another linebacker there, has been with the Dallas Cowboys for the past couple of years. Connor McGovern is definitely going to be offering a lot of information to the Buffalo Bills. Connor McGovern not only knows this defense, but he also knows the Dallas Cowboys offense. He knows Dak Prescott. He knows what they're trying to do offensively. So he's not only going to help this Buffalo Bills offense.
Connor is doing a great job of letting us know everything. We're getting it all.
He's actually going to help the Buffalo Bills defense, of which he even admitted they were pulling and asking information out of him this week. The fact that the Dallas Cowboys have not been good at road games.
Going into Buffalo, 3 out of those 4 games were at home.
So we could see this infographic here, win-loss percentage. They are undefeated at home, but on the road, all of their losses have come on the road, being 3-3. You can even see a notable point per game difference at home, 39.9, at away games, 23.7. Even the opponent's points per game at home, they are allowing only 15.4 points, whereas on the road, they're allowing 20.8 points. As you heard on that opening clip, this goes way beyond just being away and then playing in the elements in Buffalo. Dallas Cowboys are an indoor team. They're coming to Buffalo. It's supposedly going to be 40 degrees and raining, and the game starts at 4:30. So we know as this game progresses, as soon as that sun sets, the temperature should plummet. And you can see here the Dallas Cowboys are 3-9 in temperatures under 40 degrees. Most recently, a loss at Green Bay last season in 30-degree temperatures. And let's not forget Thanksgiving, where Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills went into Dallas and won 26-15. Absolutely unbelievable performance. Josh Allen fumbling the snap, picking it up, and muscling his way for the first down through that entire Dallas Cowboys defense. And obviously, the Dallas Cowboys had Dak Prescott. We are familiar, and Sean McDermott is familiar with Dak Prescott and what ultimately he can present. So at first glance, you would assume the Buffalo Bills are 2.5-point favorites over the Dallas Cowboys simply because they are leaving the dome in sunny weather of Dallas to come here to chilly, potentially rainy Buffalo in the elements, but it goes beyond that because we have an ex-player of the Dallas Cowboys in Connor McGovern, who is not only going to help the Buffalo Bills offense, he is going to help our defense because he understands what the Dallas Cowboys offense is trying to do. Plus, you consider Joe Brady even being familiar with Micah Parsons, Deion Dawkins listening to Micah Parsons' podcast and trying to get any sort of information that he can on this team. And let's not forget Stefon Diggs roasting Stephon Gilmore. Even Dan Quinn, the defensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys, isn't even asking Trayvon Diggs for any sort of information on his brother, maybe because of the loyalty that they have between one another. And speaking of that loyalty, you really think Trayvon Diggs isn't going to be telling Stefon Diggs anything to help him out for this upcoming matchup? Diggs has clearly earned the respect out of Stephon Gilmore, naming him a better wide receiver than Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson. Even Sean McDermott going against Dak Prescott in the past in that Thanksgiving game should definitely help us out. And ultimately, the Buffalo Bills' backs are up against the wall, whereas the Dallas Cowboys are sitting pretty first in their division. The Bills, this is a must-win for Bills Mafia. You know that we're going to be fighting extra hard and wanting this game a little bit more. You couple all these things together, the fact that it's going to be cold, the fact that they have actually lost all their games on the road, the Buffalo Bills are deservedly 2.5-point favorites over the Dallas Cowboys. I appreciate you guys all so much. If you want to support me in my efforts to continue making videos just like this, hit the like button. Please consider subscribing, releasing videos each and every single day, plus going live during each and every single Buffalo Bills game. If you want to continue to support me further, check out the link below, the chicken wing merch and free shipping. We have black, gray, blue, red, long sleeve hoodies, t-shirts, and all sorts of different styles with free shipping. Appreciate you guys all so much, and go Bills.